Hi, I'm Milton of Bonsaiheirloom. Today is June the 10th. It's a beautiful, hot spring day. It's really getting very close to summer. Today I'll talk about my favorite tree, and I tell you how they came about and what I did to it, or what we did to it recently. I toured I guess 25 years ago. We toured, maybe even longer, we toured Huangshan, which is a World Heritage Site in China, where pine trees grow out of precipices. And the pictures we downloaded from the web, you can tell how beautiful it is. So when I came back, I decided to use that as an inspiration to recreate a bonsai, and that's what I did. What I did is I wanted to be American lifestyle bonsai, so I used Catlin elm, which is developed in the U.S. Has very, very small, tiny leaves, a glossy, really beautiful bonsai material. And then I also, these are 2-in-1 2-gallon pots. And then I also got this desert rose rock, which is from the desert in Arizona and Utah. So it's Americanized bonsai. I don't think should be any different from Chinese or Japanese bonsai, but at least I feel it's closer to home. So anyway, I did that maybe, call it 20, 25 years ago. I always say 30, maybe that's an exaggeration. And that's how much I've grown from a 1-gallon tree. And in the process, these two trees are about the same height. And I cut this drastically back to a bottom branch to differentiate the height to offer some asymmetry. So the point I want to make is that you have to make drastic cuts to make it right. If you're too tender-hearted, you won't be able to create something drastic and impressive. It doesn't have to be impressive. It has to be your bonsai that you treat in the way you're liking. So I would say we can learn a lot from doing bonsai. And the point I want to make about a drastic cut is that unless you make drastic decisions, not rash decisions, thoughtful decisions, and take the appropriate risks, you decide that these are the two choices. One is safe, one is risky, but what is the likelihood of success? You know, I came to America with $500 in my borrowed money in my pocket. And I was never dissatisfied, always work hard, happy with what I do, but that doesn't prevent me from seeking more. So when I leave my comfortable aerospace job, I was a senior scientist, 40% chance of success because I'm going to work hard at it. But I know I will make something of it. So that's why I quit the job and took the risk and joined a startup company. And, you know, I think I did okay. So again, to keep it short, make drastic decisions, but thoughtful decisions based on the likelihood of success. So now I want to tell you more about the history of this tree. Earlier this week, 3 people from the National Arboretum visited in Washington, D.C. And Michael James, the curator, was very kindly picked this tree out, my favorite tree actually, to work on. So you can see the picture, how full it was before he worked on it. And I told him, take drastic cuts. Don't worry about what I would feel. He was very worried about he may be too drastic, and I'm unhappy with the outcome. Well, so he did take my advice, took drastic cut, and look at the beautiful result. So I really am appreciative and honored that Michael picked this tree to work on. And I will keep you posted by showing this tree every 3 to 6 months. I think you will find this to be a wonderful show tree. I thank you very much for watching. Please click like, tell me how I can improve my video. Tell a friend to sign up as our VIP. We need mailing list so that we can send you important material to help you. So please visit our website, look at our video. I think you'll learn a lot. I promise. Thank you very much. I hope to see you next week.